the City.
What's going on, St. Louis City fans? Welcome back to Soul of the City, brought to you by First Touch Media. My name is Riley. Today we are joined by Chris and Muhammad. Muhammad, welcome back to the podcast.
Thank you for having me over again.
Oh, absolutely. Glad to have you. Last night was June 24th. The team traveled to San Jose, or should I say Sam Jose, as someone returned to the club for the first time after a few weeks. And St. Louis City got a 2-1 road win in a historically difficult ground to get a result away from in San Jose.
San Jose had not lost a home game since September 24th of 2022. So for us to come in with a battered squad, we switched it up. Ultimately.
Big time.
Yeah, and that's I think that's what led to our success, man. We recalled big Sam Adeniran from San Antonio. Was it that simple? I know you sent out the tweet.
We said it for weeks.
Since he was loaned out, we were like,
we could probably call him back and score some goals. And, looking at that Chicago performance, looking at some of the goalless performances that were happening, it felt like we needed a striker. We needed the big man. But he came back yesterday, and did what he does.
And he didn't even train with the squad beforehand. I was listening to him in his presser, and he just showed up, pulled up, and played 80 strong minutes of football. Got us a brace, got us a win in San Jose, and you can't ask much more than that. You know what I mean? What do you think of him,
bro? This is the next Victor Osimhen, bro. He's gonna be goated, bro. We're gonna have to make a song for him, something similar to this.
Maybe whenever the stadium goes red, and then Samuel Adeniran comes out, they play that.
Adeniran, Gorada. Okay, sorry.
All right, we saw a few changes to the lineup. Akil Watts started at right back. Josh Yarrow starts at center back. Hebert out on the left side. Jackson gets his start in the 10 position, and Miggy and Blom are in the middle. There's a few different lineups that came out. Like Apple TV never gets the lineup right.
No,
ever.
They were saying 4-4-2.
They had no. Well, I don't know if they had a 4-4-2, but they had players all over the place.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell really what it was. It might have been like a 4-3-1-2. Is kind of what FODMOB showed.
Okay.
Alm was up there with Adeniran. It felt like it was almost like two strikers up there.
Mm-hmm.
So. It's a fluid situation for
sure. It was interesting, yeah. And we talked, in the pregame, we were talking about seeing some of these City 2 guys, some of these young players. Let's rotate some players in. Let's do some Pep Guardiola stuff where we're bringing in an almost entirely new squad, and that's what we saw tonight. It panned out in the end. There were some rough moments, but it was good to see.
I don't think there were any rough moments from the new people who we brought in the lineup. Yarrow had he was nails. He had a great game at center back. Watts, he was in charge largely of all the dead balls coming in, and I thought he whipped in a lot of dead balls. Samuel Adeniran, he was a true target man again. That was nice to see.
Yeah.
Like you can have Akil Watts, or if Jake Nowitzki plays next time, you could have him whip balls in. So, man, and then I'd say out of everybody who's new to the lineup, AZ Jackson, man. He looks so good in that 10 role. We were kind of dogging on Tomas Ostrak about him not really fulfilling that spot. Like maybe he's a winger more than anything. AZ Jackson looks right at home in that 10 position. So
I was happy with it.
Yeah.
I think we played, I would say, poorly compared to them. I think they were the better squad. We got lucky with a win. Honestly, if Berkey didn't save us countless of times.
We'll see if the XG
XG, bro. What you talk about XG for, bro? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter.
I don't think we played poorly. I think that's an overstatement, but they did have more total shots on goal. I'll say that they had more possession. And they're not really a possession-based team, so that's kind of interesting. It was 63% them.
Oh, wow.
37% us.
Yeah, bro. We're like Brexit ballers, man. Give him the ball, play over the top, score a goal.
That's
what we do. Whip balls in all day.
Whip it in, lad. That's what we're gonna do every game. It doesn't matter. So,
well, let's just get into it. I mean, they didn't have Cade Cowell. He was playing with the Gold Cup, so that's a big loss for them. They still had Christian Espinoza, who was looking mean,
saucy.
Yeah, but I think Carnell, he really is starting to understand his own squad, and he'll play Hebert wherever they're best
in those
attacking.
tough 1v1 matchups.
Man, and I think it's working.
It
bro.
is working.
The man from Mo State is clamping.
He is looking good. Yeah. Ian said it on the last episode, and like, yeah, you can point to 2 pretty horrible tackles that Kyle Hebert's made in the season, but in terms of just one-on-one defending, he can delay and he can position his body so well to where he's not getting dribbled past, and I feel confident when players are trying to take him on.
Absolutely. There was a play late in the game, it was like 70th minute, where Christian Espinoza was just driving down the right side. He would have been on a break, but Hebert was right there with him. He went for the cross, and Hebert was able to snuff out the cross as well. They got a corner that amounted to nothing. So I just love seeing Kyle Hebert play, and glad to see him back in the lineup after picking up that red card in the last game. But let's get into it. In the 10th minute, man, Tim Parker, he had a great line splitting. He splits all 3 lines with one pass, all the way to Sam Adeniran on the left side. And then Adeniran, I love him on the ball because he's not like a panic merchant. Like, he's not twitchy. He's just like confident in him having the ball, and he'll wait. So he waits, finds the open man, which is AZ Jackson up at the top of the box, who does like, he gets shifty with it, kind of dribbles back out, passes back into Miggy. Miggy does a little 1-2 with AZ, and AZ gets a shot that forces a good save from Daniel. But there was really the ball after that save that I couldn't believe we weren't
able to convert.
Up 1-0. Yeah. Almost probably 4 feet from goal. You guys remember that? And he just volleys it straight into the Daniel again. He makes an incredible save. So
yeah, the goalkeeper, did his job. That is like,
that's more than doing your job, bro.
It's just it's like when he did that, I was like, man, like, are we gonna lose this game?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Because that was a save, bro.
That was a good save.
Wild
a double save too.
Yeah.
Like, that first save wasn't easy either.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's really unfortunate that Alm can't like squeeze that underneath him. He kind of blasted into his chest, but it's still a good save, and it was a great opportunity. Yeah. Yeah, when you were saying AZ kind of dribbles back out, and I thought he was going to play the ball out wide,
I did
truthfully.
too. Yeah.
But that pass that went inside to Miggy was like, it was a really good link up there.
That's the creative spark you need in the 10 position that I think Vasilev does bring, but also like, it's different from AZ. So now, like, if we don't have Leuven for 4 weeks, I feel more comfortable bringing Vasilev in to play the 8. Throw AZ up there, man. He looked so good in that 10 position. And it's good problems to have.
No doubt.
In the 21st minute, Trocao plays a beautiful weighted curled ball into Ibobasi on the left side. But Berkey, he comes out and makes a great save as well, so keeps it level at 0-0. That was one of 8 saves Berkey had throughout the whole game. And a few of them later in the game are massive for us, along with that one. So a lot of AZ on the chances marks here. So AZ Jackson receives the ball from Miggy at like the 22-yard box, shoots it, forces a save from Daniel again. 39th minute, same story basically. Miggy gets the ball in the middle of the field, passes up to AZ, who drives the defense, takes a shot, forces a save. And that ultimately leads to the city corner that Alm takes, whips it outswinging ball to big Samuel Adeniran.
Yes.
What'd you think of that finish?
Listen, man, I love this man now. He's my Nigerian prince. I will die for him.
Yeah.
Any day of the week, he needs something, he can call me. Bro, that finish was great. That was a great header.
Yeah.
Put him back in the net.
Powerful, resounding
It was
header.
like, bro, he's like, I came in, I'm not training. I didn't train with you guys.
He's a pro.
Yeah, like, I'm going to show why I'm better than all of you.
Yeah.
That was like, this is what you prove at this game. Like, first game back, don't lonely me out again.
Yeah, set piece, knows right where to be. Like, yeah, it's class.
I thought it was pretty free, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I don't love my heading ability, but I'm like, maybe if I get that ball 10 times, I put it away 5 times. But I'm not a pro, you know what I mean? So it was free. Nobody was on him. The defender was behind him. Big man, good job getting it done.
He's too big, too strong. Even if he was behind him, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Jump over him.
Dude, we've been
Score
missing the Klaus profile, man. And
Absolutely.
while they have different aspects of their game, like Adeniran's not going to be quite as flashy as Klaus, with these flicks and intricate kind of build up. Just a big man, in the 9 is like what we've been missing, and I was so glad to see him back.
Yeah, somebody who can head it home. There was no aerial threat, really. Although I say that, and Gio got a headed goal last game. So.
It was like you look at the 2 headers, you kind of compare them, and like Adeniran's was like thumping header, like really gets his neck into it and puts it in the post, like far post. And Gio's was just like almost climbing on top of the defender to kind of get a looping header over the goalkeeper.
I love to see it though, man.
Either way, I mean, it doesn't matter at the end of the day.
Goal.
True.
I love to see the tenacity out of Gio. It was surprised. Are you guys surprised to see Gio not start? Like, I thought if we bring Sam back, you go with the 4-4-2 and you have Gio and him up there. But they didn't start Gio.
I think my thinking is that while this lineup kind of wasn't the 4-2-3-1. It's I don't know. It does feel weird to not have Gio, especially because he could have made history last night with 5-5 for an expansion side. It's never been done before.
Wow.
So yeah, it does seem kind of weird that he didn't start Gio, but I mean, give the props to the big man, Sam Adeniran. I mean, he got the job done.
Yeah, this kind of feels like we're limiting minutes at this point because Joe, I keep saying Joe Aquini, he's just been playing a lot of games for us, a lot of pressure for us. So I don't know. I thought it was a little bit odd that he didn't start, but
you got to rotate the squad every now and then. Even if someone's doing well, like with Newcastle, they'll rotate both strikers, and one of them will score every single game. It'll still rotate them. You don't want them to get hurt, especially since we don't got that many strikers available.
That's the importance of bringing them back.
One interesting perspective that our friend Jason at In and Out over in Richmond Heights, I was chatting him up about the game last night, and he was talking about how early on in the season, both Leuven and Klaus, they were getting these full 90-minute stretches for like week in, week out for like 8 weeks. And he was saying he kind of felt like Carnell could have done a better job of reserving them and pulling them out in the 75th, like trying to take them out and reserve a little bit of energy. What do you guys think about that?
Maybe in the games that were up big, but there weren't a ton like that we felt like we could do that.
Like towards 3-0 against San Jose at home. That was an opportunity.
Real Salt Lake when we're up big,
right.
But we weren't up big until
the second half
later.
Yeah.
So yeah. I don't know. Also, it's probably a matter of trust. Like early on in the season, that Klaus and Leuven are your guys, and now we're later in the season. AZ's really developed as a player. Akil Watts, I thought, has developed as a player. He did so well. I was kind of harsh on him whenever he started versus Colorado Rapids, but he looked great in that right back position, whipping balls in.
The nerves were gone for him.
Yeah. It's not like his first rodeo, but I think he's just settled down.
Yep.
Yaro looked calm. He was on the ball. He was just splitting lines. Didn't give up anything drastic. I rewatched the entire game this morning, and he was pretty much nails that whole game. I didn't think he gave up a single bad ball. So, yeah.
No, I think we should rotate the squad. Like you said, like you can't have Klaus playing 90 minutes, even if we're up 1. Like take him out. Like he doesn't need to play. Like at that point, like the defense should take care of it. If we're up. If we're not, even if we're down, we got to take him out too. It's just like if he's not making any opportunities, not scoring, why play the game? Put someone in. Like you said, you got to trust the players. And it's like you can't just trust one players and not trust everyone else.
Because ultimately, like when you're playing these players week in, week out, full 90 minutes, and you're not subbing them off, like. Exactly. You're just creating more opportunity for injury. And while it's like limited opportunity, sure, you take them out an extra 15 minutes. Like, anything could happen. We saw it with Klaus against Cincinnati. That was when he got hurt in that 5-1 because he still was on after 5-1.
Yeah, it's true. Why was he on there? I don't know.
It was just a thought.
I don't know. It was good to see Samuel Adeniran get his first goal, and he runs back to the bench and celebrates with all the people, so all the bench players as well.
Yeah.
So it just shows that he's still very much a part of the squad, even though he had his short stint over at San Antonio. That brings us into the half. Right after halftime, Stroud passes the ball to Miggy, who's calling for the ball in the center of the field. We're still on our defensive third, kind of right at the border of our defensive third in the middle, and Miggy just gets full on bodied off the ball by Sakan.
Yeah, he was trying to hold him off, I could tell, but
it just was.
He got in. He got in before. Yeah,
he was too small.
Yep.
And that's just the MLS. This is you're pro at this point. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So. Not really an excuse. I don't think Miggy would make an excuse either. He gave that ball up, and Yule picks the ball up, drives, passes to Abobasi, who lets it run. He could have taken it to himself. Lets it run onto Jamiro Monteiro, and he just passes it in the back post. So
Yep. Easy finish.
yeah.
Which is funny. That's the second like dummy goal that we've had.
Right.
Yeah, Krylock did it against us at the midweek,
Yeah.
and again today. But I mean, it's not an easy thing to defend against.
Yeah, Miggy I think it was past his bedtime. You know, the time difference and stuff. I think he was just tired. He called, like you said, he called for the ball. Then he tried to hold it, but he just he's a kid at the end of the day. He's not he's just 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, you got to be more careful, make better decisions rather than call for the ball right there.
Okay, I have a question for you, Mohammed. People on Twitter were saying that Miggy needs more time at City 2. Do you feel like a better way to develop is outside of the club, or do you feel like it's more of like an academy-style City 2, like the lower division of the club?
I think it's better to outside of the club since you get more minutes, but he's also getting minutes at the club, but he can't be making those types of mistakes. Every time I see him play, like in the last couple of weeks, I'd rather him not play because I don't think he's the greatest player for our team right now. I think he should go, build his confidence up, come back, become a better player, then start playing with grown men, maybe gain some muscle and stuff like that. Then come back and
get in the weight room.
Seriously, hit the weight room. You're gonna get body, you're gonna get pushed off the ball.
It's crazy because Blom is significantly smaller than Miggy. Maybe not significantly, but is smaller than Miggy. But Blom's body control, man, he's so strong for how small he is.
It's like Mo Salah.
Yeah.
Bro, he's not that big, but you never see anybody body him.
Because
he hits the gym all the time. He is in the weight room. This dude you bounce off him.
Yeah.
He's a unit. Yeah. I mean, who else would you bring up though? There's not a whole lot of players that fit that 6 profile, that deep midfield profile. Even on City 2, I'm looking at the roster. I'm like, I don't know if there's anybody we can bring in.
Because we still have Blom to play the 6. It's more of the 8, Leuven's role that we're trying to find.
Yeah.
And he still had moments in the game where he's linking up with AZ.
Right. It wasn't all bad. It definitely wasn't.
That was definitely one moment where he was pretty poor, but he didn't have a terrible performance overall. It wasn't end of the world.
I thought this was his worst game of the whole season.
Really?
Yeah. Anyway. I mean, Stroud passes to Miggy. We ended up tying it up there. 53rd minute, Christian Espinoza standing over the ball. It's a dangerous free kick position, and he goes for goal from 28 yards out. And you guys, what did you think of the save there? Oh yeah.
I'm gonna need Ian to apologize every single time he's on the podcast.
That's what we said.
Every single
Ian
time
was talking
he
all
gets
trash on Berkey.
Every time he gets on the podcast from now on, he has to start introductions, whatever. Sorry, Berkey. Every single time.
Every episode.
Every single time.
We'll have to let him know.
8 saves. Bro,
he's so talented, but I feel like I have kind of come to terms with Ian's reasoning for why because ultimately the goalkeeping position is it is really impactful. Actually,
you can't even say that in this game.
Yeah, no way.
Berkey kind of saves us this game.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I've definitely undervalued the goalkeeping position, and I thought it was kind of weird that Lutz signed a goalkeeper as our one of our first big signings. He makes the most amount of money on the team, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think that's weird.
I think it's weird.
No, bro. Think about this, right?
I'd rather it be a guy who's out there getting the goals.
Think about this right now, right?
Yeah.
Look at Leicester. They got rid of their goalkeeper, and now they got relegated. Bro. Okay, you need a goalkeeper, bro.
And it's kind of good decision making to build. I like the idea of building the team, maybe not building the team around the goalkeeper, but filling that position first with somebody who you know is going to be confident, somebody with a lot of experience. It does make sense that they went with Berkey first. And we're seeing it's paying dividends now.
But you can also see depending on how the team plays, comes from the goalkeeper.
Right.
Can he pass or not? Mm-hmm. That's a big thing.
Yep.
Berkey can't. So we need players who can pass, like defenders and stuff like that. So that's a big thing for Berkey. He's a great shot stopper, but he got 2 left feet, bro. He's not going to make it.
I will say sometimes when he makes passes in between opposing players who are pressing, I shiver in my boots a little bit.
Yeah.
And maybe that's just because I understand it's the MLS and anything can happen at any given moment. It just freaks me out. And I watch a lot of Manchester City and when I'm watching them, when Ederson makes that pass,
you're not worried.
I'm calm. I'm they're going to break out of this easy money 10 times out of 10.
Ederson's good for 1 or 2 full-on assists in a season.
Yeah.
Book that.
Berkey can get there too. I mean, his long ball distribution, he's got a cannon for a foot. He'll release.
He does worry me. Even in this last game, he had one ball that he played into Blome off a goal kick that kind of left him out to dry, and it ended up resulting in a San Jose chance. But I don't know. I think Berkey overall, there's an argument for him to be MLS MVP. I don't think that's true personally, but people are saying that.
Listen, man.
That's what they're saying. There was an Athletic article that was out there.
You see, maybe, but the dude that's gonna win the MVP did score 3 past him. So I was
gonna say Nashville hear you saying that, and they're freaking out right now.
They were like, didn't he score 3 against your goalkeeper? Yeah, bro, come on.
Yeah,
Henny's my daddy.
Well, in the 54th minute, Alm plays the ball to a running AZ Jackson, who's just been who's all over the pitch this game, and Jackson's like in the penalty area, and Mensah comes flying out and aggressively knocks AZ to the ground when he's not even looking. He gets blindsided by Mensah.
Oh, yeah.
Jackson wasn't even near the ball yet. You know, like. It's just a pretty reckless tackle.
He was playing rugby out there, dog.
Yeah, he was.
Well, and his whole team came to like defend him, and it's like that's shoulder directly in the back. That's a horrible challenge.
Yeah, I didn't think there was much to be debated about, but they went and looked at the VAR and decided to award the penalty. Yeah. But I was kind of curious. I was like, who's going to take this, man? Like, you got a bunch of new offensive players out there. You don't have Joa out there. Klaus still hurt. Leuven not playing.
Yeah.
So it was interesting to see they went with Samuel Adeniran.
Big Sam.
Yeah, it was interesting because the camera panned over to AZ Jackson, right? Who's been dynamic. He won the penalty. I think he was a little bit salty, even though Samuel and AZ, they're boys. Like they always want to see each other do well. But there was a moment on cam where AZ's kind of like, he's got a look in his eye. He's like, damn, this should be me. Mm-hmm. And Stroud comes over and Alm's like got his arm around him. And they're like consoling him a little bit. Yeah. I might be reading into that situation a little bit too much. He might have just been fired up, and they might have just been congratulating him for winning that pen. But
if I win a pen like that, I want to take it.
I do too.
Yeah. Give me that.
Especially, I'm not gonna give it to the guy who just showed up
for your first MLS goal. Like, that'd be cool.
Yeah, it would have been his first.
Yeah.
For City? Or
first,
ever.
The first squad. First MLS goal. Oh, I don't know.
Did he play for Did he get a goal for Minnesota?
I don't know. He might have scored for Minnesota, actually. His first St. Louis City goal.
We'll look at that. But Samuel Adeniran buries it. We're up 2-1. Everybody's feeling good.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy?
Huh.
What? We us scoring a goal in the game. Like, there's no fans, bro. Like, have you guys seen? You see pictures
of St. Louis City fans?
No, not St. Louis City.
San Jose.
I thought they had an all right crowd,
bro.
You could hear them. I could definitely hear them.
Yeah.
You can hear anybody when it's like 10 people. It's like in an empty stadium.
I didn't think it was that empty, but what I did think was their stadium was ugly.
Yeah,
I thought it was like
a
terribly designed stadium.
I think it's just an empty stadium, bro. We can look up a picture. It was pretty.
We can
empty,
look
bro.
up the attendance if you want.
Look that up. And in the meantime, yeah, man, we're up 2-1 at this point, and there are these moments where we go up in close games where teams are they are coming back to definitely try to flip the result, and like,
I mean, that's the name of the game, right?
It turns scary for the final 30 minutes.
It really does. AZ barely hits Ewell. He gets in the neck, and so he was unlucky to get a yellow in the 58th. Stroud plays the ball down the left side of the pitch to Adeniran. He's clever to shake his man and like lets the ball roll down the touchline. Picks that up again, drives forward, makes a beautifully low-driven cross across the face of goal to Miggy, who's like, you would love to see it. He's arriving a little bit late, and he like slides to try to put it away, but man, I think he probably has to do better there.
It was just on the outside of the post, right?
Yeah, then he just blew it.
Yeah.
He just like blew it.
I feel bad, man, for that guy.
Yeah.
He had a bad game.
He might have been in his head at that moment.
Yeah. But I think he should finish that. And I don't know if that's being too harsh on the young kid, but man, I don't know. It's kind of felt like you'd really put the game away there.
Yeah.
Go up by 2. 69th minute. Another Miggy moment, man. Watts clears the ball up in the air, and it's falling to Miggy, and he's pretty much got maybe a defender like 10 feet behind him. He really doesn't have a whole lot of pressure on him, and all he has to do is settle it. We've all done it. Everybody who plays soccer just settles, like practice throwing the ball way up in the air and settling on their foot, and he just doesn't, and it rolls out of bounds. And I think Carnell at that point had seen enough. He subs him off for Vasilev. Joa comes on for Azio Jackson. Who
talk about a super substitution, bringing
I know.
on Indy and Joa.
Yeah, that's a luxury right there.
Oh my gosh,
absolutely. Not a whole lot of other chances after that. Celio on for Stroud in the 80th. Ostrak on for Adeniran in the 80th. Carnell had some comments about Adeniran just needing more fitness. So good on him for making it 80 minutes, in an MLS game, scoring his brace. They originally put, I don't know if you guys noticed this when you were watching the game, they put 7 minutes on up. That's what they showed as stoppage time minutes. And then they changed it to 9. Yeah. I don't know why. And then they ended up playing, then Carnell was pissed off. He was like, and then they ended up playing 9 minutes, 30 seconds. So it was like, and it all mattered because coming down in the 95th minute, Christian Espinoza from a set piece, he plays this beautiful ball right into the box, and Rodriguez gets ahead on it, and easily could have been 2-1.
Yeah,
Berkey
come up
rescue,
huge. Yeah,
to the rescue, man.
Well, I need to know when they're announcing the MLS All-Star team because I just know he's on it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He's gonna be on it. Like there's no.
It's voting based, right?
Yeah.
We'll see how our fans want to vote. Some of these teams, don't got really a lot of fans like Chicago.
Yep.
But did you vote?
Yeah. I had my city players were Vasilev, Gioacchini, Blom, Leuven, and Berkey.
Nah, bro, you fake, bro. I put our whole squad in there. Bro.
My concern with doing the whole squad was like. Yeah. There's got to be a bias, like a bias factor that the MLS MVP weighs is like, oh, I see this guy voted for all 11 St. Louis City players.
Yeah.
Therefore, we're gonna deduct 0.8 percent of just something
credibility.
Weird. Yeah.
I think the NBA does that because what's his name every year when he was playing Zaza Pachulia. Would be voted in by the fans in the All-Star because the whole state, the whole country of Georgia would vote for him, and he would get millions of votes just because of that. But they would never put him in the game. They would never even actually give him an All-Star, not even once, even if the fans voted for it.
That's why I kind of don't like that the fans get to choose. I mean, I get it's for the fans, right? But I also want the best players to be there.
It's true. Especially to face Arsenal, let's put the best squad MLS boys out there.
Yeah.
Get these Brexit geezers to shut the hell up already.
If MLS can pull off a win versus Arsenal,
it's over.
Our league is top at that point. We're top of the Prem.
Bro, Arsenal bottle jobs, dog. It don't matter.
They're so bad.
What's going to happen? Saka's going to play. We're going to put Kyle Hubert on him. It's over, bro. That's it. He's going to lock him down.
Hey, MLS and Saudi leagues coming for top 5 in the next 10 years. Just throwing that out there.
It's true. Let's just finish this game out. 99th minute in the dying seconds of the game.
A chance that should have never even happened.
It's true. It shouldn't have happened. San Jose drives the ball near the top of St. Louis penalty box. Ibobasi plays the ball into Tommy Thompson. And he has just a pretty clear look at goal. Berkey's was really good about coming out this game. I think he closed down Ibobasi early, and he closes out Tommy Thompson in this last dying moments of the game. He just comes out and makes a massive save. Could have been 2-2 yet again.
Yeah. Berkey's good with the leg saves. He knows how to spread. He knows how to get out, really widen himself.
Say what you were going to say.
No, I revised it. That was
he
revised.
He knows how to spread them.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, man.
He knows how to get wide, and his decision-making has been good. There were moments early on in the season where he got stuck in no man's land. I can't remember what game there was that crazy long-range chip where Berkey was stuck in no man's land, but there's been 0 moments like that since then.
The Driussi goal?
Yeah, it was Driussi.
Yeah, that was just a good finish,
in
my opinion.
Well, yeah, it was okay.
Do you guys have anything else on this game? What you thought was weird? Who do you think was, of all the new players that came in, who are you most impressed by?
Bro, it's Big Sam, man.
Is it?
Yeah, 2 goals. That's all I needed to see, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
I really do want to give it to Josh Yarrow. People on Twitter were praising him so highly, and we said on the last episode if he got his shout, he was going to give 110%. And that's exactly how I felt he was in this game. And he was holding it down back there.
I
with
couldn't
Tim
ask
Parker.
for anything more from Josh Yarrow.
Yep.
I thought he was so good. I'm going to just switch it up and give it to AZ, man. Just because we are looking for a 10, right? And right now we need Vasilev to play that 8. I think we found our solution. I think that you have to play AZ in that 10 role the next game.
Yeah.
And he looked so good. And he was taking shots from outside the 18. That's who I'm giving it to.
Dude, beautiful. Do you think we try to go back to like the actual 4-2-3-1? It felt like in moments in the game it looked like 4-2-3-1.
There were moments. It was tough for me to figure out what the formation was.
I wonder.
Like
it might have just been the fact that there were so many new players that it was difficult for them to hold the shape. But I don't know.
Fabma was saying it was a 4-1-2-1-2, and I did kind of see that because like Alm was so offensive, it didn't seem like he was like a true wing, like a winger out there.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I think if Adeniran's back and Gio's back, I think we probably go back to the 4-4-2.
Yeah, I would like to see it again because like it was impossible. Like in Chicago, trying to watch us play 4-4-2 was just gross because we didn't have. Celio can't play striker, but now Big Sam's back.
Yeah,
I'm down to break it back out because it was working for a while.
Mm-hmm. I like the idea of like even Alm and Adeniran. Like this kind of worked. Like Alm's like the pacey, chaotic little gnat that's running around.
Mm-hmm.
The central striker, like target man.
Yeah,
I thought that was a good combo.
I think I still want to see Gioacchini be up there with Big Sam. I think that's his. I think playing off the big men is like. Perfect for Gioacchini, and I want to see him start with Big Sam.
Nice.
I just want to see consistency in like games, I guess, like winning games more, or not like losing at home 3-1.
Yeah,
I would say. So whatever works, I guess.
Yeah.
But I say more consistent from like players. We did have injuries, so there's that. But I think our defenders sometimes can be. Either or, like good game or bad game, from the last couple weeks. So I think if you have more consistency in our squad and just like,
I think consistency on defense I think is going to be good. I think communication on defense is going to be good, and if we can solve those things and don't give up easy counterattack goals or like where we're just leaving our position, like we're going to be fine.
I completely agree. My last weird little note here was what was Ibobasi wearing on his neck?
Good question.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
It looked like it was like a shock collar.
Yeah, like a collar.
But it didn't connect all the way around. Like it wasn't like a choker. It was just like I have no idea what that was.
Ibobasi, if you see this, shoot us a DM on Instagram.
Oh man, Mo, it's been a minute since you were on. Who's your favorite player on City at this point, and what do you want to see happen in the next half of the season?
favorite player, probably Berkey.
Okay.
Really?
I'm like the opposite of Ian. Love that man.
Yeah.
I just love him. I would say what I want to see is win a trophy. The only one I think possibly we can win is the MLS Cup. I don't think we're gonna win the
Supporter Shield.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
It's hard.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. I would say the MLS Cup, but the thing is we need to be better at home.
Oh, Leagues Cup as well.
We could win that. We face
that's true.
all the Mexican teams.
Yeah, we're about to get cooked, bro.
I don't know. We're
Right,
playing
get
Club America.
cooked, bro.
We got
Club
tickets.
America at home.
Yeah, we got tickets to that game. It's gonna be rowdy.
Yeah.
It's gonna get fun, man.
Also, it's not. I don't think does any of like the Mexican clubs play at home, or is it all here in America?
I would assume some teams go down to Mexico to play.
Because
It's like a group. It's a group of like 2 MLS clubs and 1 Mexican League club, and then you got to get out of the group, I guess.
I don't think Club America is playing at home.
No, we play them
No,
at
we
City
play them
Park.
here.
Oh, they're not playing at all?
They're not playing any home games. I think
Interesting.
it's weird.
That is
Like,
interesting.
bro,
We'll have to look into
Well,
that.
yeah, when we get closer, because the first game I think is July 23rd, I want to say, against the Columbus Crew. So we'll definitely do some more research on the tournament by then.
If we win if an American team wins the tournament, then Mexico. Sorry.
Sorry, Mexico.
Sorry, Mexico, but
USA.
soccer is ours now.
Oh.
Yeah, soccer. Okay, not football anymore. If we win this tournament, because national team, y'all are getting cooked.
It's called soccer.
Yeah.
Hey, they're revamping the Club World Cup right now, and Seattle's going to get another opportunity to play in it, I do believe.
Oh, well, why wouldn't they have been able to play in it?
Well,
Didn't they win? They won CONCACAF. Champions League.
but they already played the tournament.
Yeah, they already played and lost to the Egyptian team, Al Ahly.
Oh.
Yeah,
So
they got
why are they
cooked.
going to get
But
another chance? That
I
doesn't make
think
any sense.
because they're redoing the tournament, I think that they're expanding the tournament to allow even more teams in. So they're just like, come on, Seattle, come back, come do it again.
Actually, it's whoever wins it for like last couple years. So Chelsea's gonna be in it too.
Oh,
Yeah. So Chelsea, Madrid is gonna be in it, and City are in it already. Like they're already like, they're gonna be in this tournament.
I think that's cool. I think Club World Cup is like, it's been such a clowned on tournament. Like Jonah, our resident Real Madrid fan, like of course he'll praise it whenever Real Madrid win it, and then if any other team wins it, he's like, that's a fake trophy.
Yeah, he'll count it in his treble. And I'm like, dude,
I think it's
count.
the most exclusive trophy.
It could be. It has the potential to be.
No, I think
if
it
all the
is.
leagues develop in all the other conferences.
No, I just think it is. It's like because you have to win.
Okay, it's always Europe. It's pretty much always. Europe.
No, not really.
Some South American clubs like Boca Juniors could.
No, they've won it.
I
think
understand, but I need more competition from the Asian leagues, from CONCACAF.
Hey,
Yeah.
Saudi on the up, baby.
We'll buy all
True.
we're gonna buy all their players, baby. Hey,
That's what happens when you inject billions of dollars into that. It's wild.
Benzema.
I guess they did that in China and it didn't really work out.
I think
Yeah.
it's different.
Yeah.
Though.
I
It's
do think
different.
it's different as well.
Because if you
It's
look
more
at-
of a culture thing in Saudi Arabia.
Also, just look at the name. Like Oscar. Who else, bro?
Hulk.
Oh yeah, we got Ronaldo, Benzema,
Carrasco.
and Kante. Are they the same? Like, are
It's
they,
not the same
you know,
level.
Yeah.
No, you're right. It's not the same level.
It's like we got Ballon d'Or winners now in like this league, so it's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Messi took the easy way out, I guess.
What's the jersey you got right now?
Al Ittihad.
Nice.
N'Golo Kante on his way in. Karim Benzema on his way in.
Maybe Bernardo Silva.
Hey.
New Super Club?
Hey,
That'd be wild.
In Muhammad's hometown.
we won the league this year.
Okay.
So, hey,
Hey.
we cooking some.
Get wrecked, Ronaldo.
Mohammed, let me hear one hot take about St. Louis City. I know you've been boiling on him.
Yeah, give us
Yeah, you've
one.
been so tame.
You're
I need to
limited
hear-
to one. You're limited to one.
Let me hear what your hot take is. And
Lutz out. That's me. So I just don't like how he interacts with fans. Like on the Twitter, it left a poor taste in my mouth.
were you talking about the DP, the third DP?
That and the Sam thing when he
The
said,
dinner
like,
on loan.
He goes, what did he say? He's like more of like
Don't talk if you
about it,
don't know.
what's happening. I think
yeah.
he just ate his words yesterday,
Mm.
so he had to bring him back. I'd like, why would you send a striker when we only have one?
Yeah.
That
No, I'm
like,
with you. I
Like
think
this game was the biggest kind of like, I mean, and I don't want to be
finger.
well, not middle finger, but
It
like
kinda was. It
but
was
like
a
I
statement.
told you so.
Yeah.
Like we
Yeah.
could have had him back at the club at like doing
Right.
this for the last 10 weeks, and like Gioacchini has done a great job filling in. This is the guy who was supposed to be next man up for Klaus.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
Completely
So,
agree. They asked
hey.
about it. They asked about that in Carnell's post-game presser, and he goes, "Yeah, Lutz called me up and was like, I think it's time to bring Sam back." And I was like, "Why now, bro? I mean, like,
because he's eating his words, bro. He's like,
Yeah.
yeah."
And also, I don't like how he I know the homegrown talent. He wants more homegrown players.
I do too. I'm happy that we're doing
I like
that.
that, but the thing is, you can't. I don't want to be like a German league club, bro. Because
Why?
I can tell you who's gonna win it next year if you want. Like the German league is gonna be Bayern again. It's like I don't want to be like. What's the word I'm looking for? Like a feeder club.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's what I'm worried about. If you're like, he went to I think Hoffenheim.
Yeah.
That was his club.
Yep.
Yeah.
The thing is, if you're gonna like model after like a German club, none of them win anything, other than like the occasion Pokal or something like
Yeah.
that. It's like Byron comes in, yeah, we're taking your players.
But that's
The
the,
one-
thing. Yo.
The one, like, the biggest difference is that the MLS is such a unique league where there's all these restrictions, and not only that, but because there's so much parity in the league, I feel like young talent are less likely to be like, oh, I'm going to go to Philadelphia. I'm going to go to a different MLS club. They're probably more likely to stick around and do it with their hometown MLS club.
If they're going to be a feeder team, they will be a feeder to the rest of the world, right? Like in
Yeah.
terms of talent. But like there's not gonna be like a Bayern of the MLS. You know what I mean? I think our system, even though I don't really like how it's not a free market situation, I think that our system, our MLS system, promotes this homegrown mentality that Lutz has.
So when you mean like free market, like we can just buy players, no salary.
Yeah,
cap?
like I'm talking like Bundesliga, like where Bayern sits on top of everybody and steals all of Dortmund's players, all the good players in the Bundesliga that year. They just use the rest of the league as a farm system.
I think the day that the MLS, if they ever do this, like remove the salary cap, I'm just gonna stop watching.
Really?
Yeah.
You think it'll be that disparaging for the whole league?
It's because like no offense, we're a small city. Like let's look at Inter Miami. I don't like that Messi's here. Like, and we had to pay for it. Like, why am I paying for another team to be better than me? And getting more money.
But you just said that if we get rid of that system, the same system that causes us to pay for Messi to go play at Inter, you would stop watching the MLS. You just said that.
No, I mean like the salary cap, like remove it completely.
Okay.
And like just buy players and pay players whatever they want to be paid instead of like three designated players.
You would stop watching if that happened?
Yeah, I would stop. There's no point. It's like, and we all know who's going to get the bigger cities are going to get the best players, and there's also no relegation.
Okay, I have a question. Would you rather St. Louis City create 3 young players who go to Europe and win the Champions League with a club over there, 3 players homegrown from St. Louis City, or would you rather worry less about talent creation and win 3 MLS Cups?
I'd rather win a trophy. I don't care if they win a trophy with someone like I don't support.
Well, but then you have possibly U.S. men's national team players from St. Louis playing and winning Champions Leagues abroad.
I think
it's
World
a good
Cups,
question.
maybe.
If I'm going to answer it, I take the MLS Cups.
I probably would take.
I take the trophies,
too.
but I think it'd be cool.
It would be cool,
and I think that they're not mutually exclusive. I think that if
There's the best
we're
of both
winning
worlds.
MLS Cups from homegrown players, then I would imagine that they have their time in city. Everybody, the world watches them win their cups and have their flowers in St. Louis, and then they go on just like Alphonso Davies did.
God, I love this club, St. Louis City.
I think if they win with us, then go. That's fine. But like, let's say they go to Chelsea, right, and they win the Champions League. I'm gonna hate them.
Good for them.
You know,
No,
good on them.
I'm
It's a
upping
direct-
them.
St. Louis, you heard it here first. They're a feeder club for my favorite team, Chelsea FC. I think that's about where we're at in the pod today. Thank you for joining us, Mo.
I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
Appreciate
good
it.
Good up, fellas.
Thanks for tapping in. We will see you on Sunday,
Wednesday. Peace out.
Bye.
Thank you for watching this episode of Soul of the City, brought to you by First Touch Media and Anchor FM. Make sure to check us out on YouTube at First Touch Media, and all of our socials are at First Touch 314. Thank you for watching.